Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I'm not hitting the gas! VR38, that engine swap. Hiace 200 speeding up plan. The demo car displayed by Bitabon at Tokyo Auto Salon 2018. This is actually Hiace with VR38. Let's go back in time and see how this machine was made. Tokyo Tuning Shop FNATS, September 2017. FNATS deal with a variety of machines from light tunes to serious stuff. FNATS was well known as sporting shop for Daigo Saito at D1GP. The unusual looking machine appears. FNATS, Mr. Uchiyama. We had this plan to make Hiace 200 very fast by loading VR38. The owner is here today. Hiace owner, Mr. Go. I heard that there was a GTR engine. When I heard that, I immediately drove 5 hours. And I saw it and I bought it. He came all the way to the shop in Aichi to buy this VR38 engine. Nissan Super Sport GTR engine, V6 cylinder, 3799cc twin turbo. 570 PS VR38 deck. Can this engine fit in this Hiace? With this shortness of the body, I can fit like 3 of them. Oh, I gotta buy 2 more then. So I would like to make this Hiace 200 very fast. I took out an engine already, here you go. Can he really load GTR engine into Hiace? This is the first time for FNATS. Loading the engine, November 2017. VR38 is bigger than the original 2000cc engine. Original on the left and VR38 on the right. Does it really fit? Each one's clearances are fixed and finally loading the VR38 engine to the body begin. Docking. After setting it at an acceptable height, then pulling it up from inside by engine crane. It worked. Safely. Setting VR38 on Hiace 200 was a success. I didn't make any changes with frames. The width, this part went smoothly. Well, by smooth, I mean with the width of the finger at each side, like this. Such as turbo placing is totally the same layout as the original. But I cut a little bit of the panel parts of the body like this outline and inside panel. Cut enough the body to avoid spiking out. This part's height is fixed to avoid having a major change from the original position of the seat. Would the lower part stick out if you let the upper part of the engine match the height? VR's got semi-dry sump, and the oil pan is huge as well. You will see it down here. He ingeniously managed to fix the parts by cutting and strengthening them. Parts are drastically processed. VR38 using the original electronic throttle. First of all, I wanted to use the same throttle as the original one. However, if I set the throttle here, the motor parts of the throttle would intervene with the seats. The original placement of the throttle would make the seats set higher due to the engine hood space. So I extended the piping a little bit and settled it in this space. Setting it too far from the surge tank would make it feel quite different from the original, so I set it close as possible to the surge tank. The placement of the throttle is very important because it's influential in the response. The engine fits perfectly. How about the drive system? We used OS triple clutch for VR38. VR38 is used for the front part of this bell housing. The place for the transmission isn't changed at all. We fixed the placement of this bell housing. The original transmission is loaded. The bell housing are 2 for a set. The place for a transmission hasn't changed much. The propeller shaft is Hiace's original, and also the rear housing original with Cusco-made LSD. How do you control if the engine is swapped? Fnatz's Mr. Fnatz. For controlling computers and engine, we can use this Link computer to control all that stuff. It can control VR38 electronic throttle. However, the most important thing for the engine swap is because it's not for the race. To be able to use the air conditioner and the speedometer should work right. And finally, that I can pass the authorized vehicle inspection. When I think about it, for example, the auto should work right as the feedback of fuel, and the OBD onboard diagnostic and self-judging are also important. Those works are rather difficult, so to speak. If this was a racing car, we need to be able to start engine, run it full, nice kind of idling. A little bit of unstableness won't be a problem. It's like that, but this one needed to be able to start running no matter what season. This is the hardest part. December 2017. Finally starting the engine. Lastly, setting the whole thing for this VR38 engine transplant into Hiace. In these times, most vehicles have controller area network, CAN. Original computer, body computer, speedometer computer, and also air conditioner is controlled by a computer. Previous cars didn't have these cans, so we could tune and swap the engine by just fixing the cables. Then we could control air conditioner, speedometer, and everything. But this Hiace has CAN system. The engine is not that hard to start with a computer, but sometimes the speedometer doesn't work, or maybe the emergency light would turn on. With the emergency light on, you won't pass vehicle inspection. It's getting stricter nowadays. Link computer can be linked to other computers and controlled CAN network. We just need to fix all those problems. Let it pass an authorized vehicle inspection. And make a Hiace you can drive openly on the street. That's our priority. The engine's vibration. Its shaking electronics feel so good. The race car-like engine response. I'm very excited. GTR muffler diverted for exhaust. VR38's body and turbine are normal, but fuel and ignition are controlled to drag out the mass power. Measuring the power with Dynapack. Putting on the brake, around here. How much is the boost? Just 1 kilogram force per square centimeters at the start. And the upper part is about 0.7 kilogram force per square centimeters. 625 PS with Hiace is just amazing. With the turbo exchanged, it can get 800 PS. But I'm worried about drives. Finally checking the actual running. Go, are you ready? Howling dynamic V6 sound. Oh my god! That's 6,500 RPM. It's so crazy. What a heavy bass for a band. Go, just stunned by the acceleration feeling. I can easily keep up with a Ferrari or whatever. So excited about the engine developing 500 Nm torque by 1500 RPM. We'll show you a more serious ride of this VR38 transplant Hiace next time. To be continued.